Welcome to a coffee chat in a van. If this is the first time you have stumbled across one of my coffee chat in a van videos, just to explain, this is a video series that I do about once a week that just allows us to kind of get together and talk about a variety of subjects that I might be thinking about, might be some questions that all of you have asked me, and this just gives me a chance to address those topics in kind of an informal setting here. And of course, our focus is usually about coffee, although not always, like today's video. Now today I am drinking a very nice cup of coffee. This coffee is from some beans that I believe I was working on the last coffee chat video, so that's been at least a week now. This is from a company out of the Bay Area. This is America's best coffee roasting company, and I really enjoy their beans. This is not sponsored, obviously. They have no idea that I exist. Just when I find some coffee that I like, then I kind of pass it along to all of you. Although, one thing that I do like to point out is this is a light roast coffee, and that is my preference. I always prefer light roast, at least the past few years. I've kind of gravitated to a lighter roast coffee, and so this really suits my personal preference extremely well. And it is a very, very tasty cup of coffee, if you can find some of this. Now, discussing our theme for today's coffee chat video, I need to make a rather embarrassing admission, and that is that I have been watching ASMR videos. I don't know if you're familiar with ASMR videos, and if you're not, I'm probably not the best guy to explain exactly what they are, but I can kind of give you my impression of them and just talk a little bit about why I have been watching ASMR videos lately. As I see them, ASMR videos really are all about creating a calm and peaceful mood for you to just kind of relax and forget about your cares and worries of the day. They also seem to be aimed at kind of helping people drift off into sleep. Now, ASMR videos set this calming mood by talking in a very low whisper, or they may not talk at all. They may use a variety of percussive sounds or tapping sounds or scratching sounds, kind of much akin to white noise. If you can kind of think about maybe listening to wind blowing or raindrops hitting a roof, that would kind of be the general idea. These are just kind of white noise type sounds that would elicit a calming response to the listener. Now, when I first heard about ASMR a few years back, I did what we all do. I did a little research and went to YouTube and tried to watch a few different ASMR videos. And I have to say, I didn't exactly find them useful. I didn't hate them either. They just didn't seem to be something that I really understood. Now, that may be because a lot of ASMR videos are really geared towards helping people fall asleep. And that's really not been a problem I've ever had. Usually when my head hits the pillow, I'm out, and my only worry is waking up on time. I really don't have any trouble getting to sleep, and so looking at ASMR from that point of view didn't really make much sense to me back then. So since these ASMR videos didn't make any sense to me, I started to ask around, and I started to ask people that I knew and people that I worked with, do you watch ASMR? And what I found was that most people had a very strong response to ASMR videos. Almost everyone said that they didn't like them, they didn't understand them, and they certainly didn't watch them. Now, I found all these responses to be quite puzzling, because if you search on YouTube for ASMR videos, you will notice that there are thousands and thousands of ASMR dedicated channels. And when you look at the view counts of these videos, they reach into the millions. So obviously these are videos that are being watched by lots of people, but I couldn't find very many people that would admit to watching ASMR videos. And the more I asked and the more I did some research, the more it seemed that a lot of people watch ASMR videos and yet they won't admit to watching them, which is why I was saying originally here that this is a little bit embarrassing. Apparently, if you watch ASMR videos, you're not supposed to admit that you watch them. I don't quite understand why that is. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask you, do you watch ASMR videos? Do you like them? Did you maybe not like them at one time and like them now? I really am curious as to what you have to say about this. Now, of course, I have admitted to watching ASMR videos, and I will also admit that I have been enjoying them. Now, I have been watching ASMR videos for a couple of reasons. One is that my life isn't exactly 100% stress-free, and I do find the kind of calming effect that they have to be a nice experience once in a while. Even though I don't necessarily need to watch one to fall asleep, I do really like that kind of calming vibe that they give. But the second reason I have been watching ASMR videos is for research. You might notice that this series, this little coffee chat series of videos that I do, I usually try to keep the lighting down. I usually try to talk in a somewhat lower voice, and I usually try to give a little bit of colorful accent lighting like you see here behind me. It's just kind of the overall theme that I am aiming for, and that is because I am trying to emulate a little bit of those ASMR type videos without going full-blown into it. Because truth be told, this little coffee chat series of videos that I do was really based on those ASMR videos. And I really just liked that whole vibe that those ASMR videos created, but I didn't really want to make a true ASMR video. I don't really think I'm quite up to it, to be quite honest, being that I don't exactly understand the genre myself, even though I really do enjoy watching some ASMR videos from time to time. Now, even though there are a wide variety of styles of ASMR videos that I have noticed doing a little bit of research, I'm pretty sure what I'm doing here would not really be a true ASMR type video. And that's okay. I'm not really aiming to do a real ASMR video, but I do like some of the aspects of that ASMR type of video style, and so that's kind of how I've settled on this little thing that I am doing here. So whether you're a fan of ASMR videos or not, I hope you can appreciate what I'm doing here, and you're not too repulsed by it, especially now that I am admitting that this is in an ASMR type style. After all, we're supposed to not admit to watching ASMR videos. At least that seems to be the impression that I get from the research that I have done. But I'm going to keep on doing this little style of video, and I'm going to keep on trying to do this about once a week. So hopefully if you like it, I will see you again here next week for another topic, and maybe a topic a little bit more related to coffee, because after all, that is my favorite subject. Thanks for watching. I do really appreciate it.